This is my review of my GSG-522 SD. The gun is safety checked. I've owned this gun for a couple months now and have shot probably around 1,000 rounds out of it. Now this is their newer one. This isn't the older style one, so there are the post HK lawsuit changes, such as a different pistol grip, safety, trigger guard, rear sight. As you can see, it's open instead of closed, and front sight, which is not the standard HK front sight that everyone has seen. And the charging handle is different, but still, considering that this gun is extremely accurate, I'll put this gun against any Ruger 1022 out there. This thing just drills the bullseye out. Some of the disadvantages are, though, I will say the takedown on this is a pain in the ass. You have to remove this screw and this one. You pull the buttstock off. Then, using this special tool that they give you with, there's a bolt in there you have to loosen up to release the, I forget what they call it. It's like a bolt block that slides out. You can pull the bolt out. Then you can separate the lower from the upper and maintenance it. So it is somewhat a labor-intensive cleaning, so I don't tend to clean this as often as my other guns, but it still holds up, and I've only had one jam with it, but it was probably my fault. I think I loaded one too many rounds into a magazine. You only get one magazine with the gun, speaking of which is kind of a bummer, considering a lot of the guns you buy anymore you can get usually 2 or 3 with them, or if you go online you can get them for dirt cheap. These are not really cheap no matter where you go. They're $20, $30, so it does cost. But I will say this gun is just very comfortable to shoot, and accurate, as I've said. The fake suppressor for the SD, this model I think looks the best of all of them, just because it really doesn't look like it's a fake suppressor. It simply just screws in like a shroud to cover the barrel, which is quite thin but still very accurate even after sustained fire, which is nice. You also, with this one, compared to the older models, you do get this Picatinny rail, which is kind of nice. Just right off the bat, it's on there, so you can put an optic on without having to go around looking for claw mounts and things like that. Although you can probably still get away with using the claw mounts. You probably just have to take that off. I will say the stock being as short as it is, also, it's kind of a bummer. I mean, I get they want to keep the look. I wish they offered a full-size stock, but it's comfortable. You just have to get your face in the right spot. Some of the other things are that annoy me, though. There is a magazine safety. Can't fire the gun without a magazine in. Such you can push down on it and it fires. And the trigger is remarkably nice. It's a bit squishy, as you can see, but it breaks clean, so it's good for what it is. I wish you could get drop-in triggers like 1022s, but it's still really accurate. I like it so far. I mean, I'll keep shooting it. I don't see myself trading it in for any other 22 semi-auto alternative out there. I do like the feel of this newer one better than the older style ones, which I have held. I never shot, but I've held them, and it's great. I mean, if you're not a purist and you don't particularly care to have to go after that HK look, then get one of these. Although I've heard that you can get the Navy lowers made by one of the airsoft companies, and they will work on these, so you can still get that really authentic look if you choose to. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review.